welcome back to another episode of The Natty Teacher. I'm your host, who else but The Natty Teacher. Thank you for joining me for me. It's an early morning pull session. This video is probably going to be coming out in the afternoon, so for you it might be an afternoon pull session. Or just an afternoon casual watch. I appreciate you tuning in. So today's pull session, obviously the biggest portion of any pull session, I would say for 99% of the population, should be focused on training the back. Okay, one of the larger muscle groups of the human body for sure, and one of the more complex ones. Today's back portion of this pull workout, if you're unfamiliar, or if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. If you've been sticking with me, then hey, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. And you've probably already seen me talk about this, but in this pull workout, the back exercises that I'm doing are really more tailored towards the lats. So you'll see me perform a lat pull down, a very strict bent over Smith row, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. And then I have a one arm pull down on the cable tower, again, more tailored towards driving the elbow down through the lat in particular and squeezing hard through there. And then in my second pull workout later on in the week, that is where you'll see more of that upper back, trap, rhomboid, I like to call them the innards of the back, all the details of the back, all of those different muscle groups will get a little bit more targeted. But again, today's workout is really more tailored towards the lats. So anyways, so back work, rear delts, biceps. First exercise on the docket though, you'll see a good old school lat pull down. The top set of that is going to be coming at you right about now. All right, well, as promised, we got a nice old school back movement here. We got a lat pull down. Now we're actually adding 10 pounds to this exercise already from last week and doing cleaner reps all the way down to the chest. Nice and controlled. Top set of 8 here. Man, it felt great. We did 3 total working sets here. Again, guys, make sure we are driving those elbows back through the back. Okay, driving it back through the back, really emphasizing that stretch, bringing the bar down to the chest. If you barely miss above the chest towards the end, maybe on a rep or two, that's totally okay. We just want to make sure we're driving down as far as we possibly can, getting that good squeeze and contraction. So again, 3 total working sets here, 2 at that top weight, and then 1 back off set. Now, these, my friends, are some true bent over rows, driving the elbows back through the lats. Again, it's hard to see here. I don't even know if you can, but I actually am standing on a little platform here to elevate my feet a little bit higher on the Smith machine, bent over dang near 90 degrees, making sure that we're not rounding that lower back, at least not too much, keeping the repetitions pretty high here. We did 3 working sets at this weight. I believe we did a top set of, well, whatever this is here, I think 15? Ish, around that range, and then did 2 following sets there. We're actually driving the bar right towards kind of the lower part of the rib cage, maybe even the gut a little bit. Felt really good though. 3 working sets there. Awesome exercise for the back. Then this is a different variation, a little bit of a different spin on an exercise I've done before. I'll tell you this, the leverages on a lat pull down machine compared to like a cable tower, wow, vastly different. You can do about 100 pounds more on a cable tower per hand compared to this, but I actually felt this a lot more. So what I'm doing here is I'm slightly turning into the weight, driving again those elbows down through the lats. One of the reasons I have my hand there is because I want to make sure that every repetition I do, I feel that lat activate and flex as best as possible. Okay, again, I found that kind of bringing the cable out in front of my face and then driving down and slightly out, so to speak, and it's hard to cue this one. I'd have to do a little bit of an exercise breakdown, but again, really just driving that elbow down through the lat, turning into the weight ever so slightly. Felt really good. I emphasized that even more in my second set, but felt really good. We did 2 working sets here per arm, of course, so 2 sets per arm, and that rounded out our back portion of this pull session. So 8 total working sets of back. Then some good old-fashioned rear delt flies. Nice control, good range of motion here. Again, driving those hands back, trying to keep those arms dang near almost, I would say almost straight. Very close to it. We did 3 working sets here. all at this top weight. Today is my heavier rear delt session on this particular machine, so we did do all sets of 10 to 12 reps. So even on a heavier day, I really won't dip below 10 or 12. But again, did a top set, or actually no, 13 I think was the top set here. Did the top set of 13 and then did 2 follow-up sets between, I think it was 11 reps for the second set and then 10 for the third set. So it felt good. Good rear delt pumps. Again, 3 working sets there. Then the part that you guys are probably waiting for, biceps. Okay, the biceps. We got some dumbbell hammer curls here. Now we're still working with the same weight that we did last week, but again, trying to continue to clean up form more and more. Again, guys, you don't need to do anything ridiculously heavy. I think we got, 45-pound dumbbells here. So again, I would consider that a decent amount of weight, but it's definitely not anything world record breaking. But what you're seeing here is I really pride myself on doing a good full range of motion for really just about every exercise that I can and that I feel. So dumbbell hammer curls, I'm actually pretending like I'm pointing the head of the dumbbell, like that cap of the dumbbell where it says like the weight on it. I'm trying to point that at my front delt. I'm trying to get as far of a range of motion curled up as I possibly can, and then trying to, again, really control that retraction on the way down and get a real good pump, which is exactly what happened here. Phenomenal pump. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm recording this voiceover at, I don't even know, it's got to be past 9:30, past my bedtime. Not really, but not past my bedtime, but for a long day today. It's why I'm having a pretty late upload. I apologize. Anyways, we did 3 working sets here. Again, guys, with biceps, man, I'm taking 60-second breaks in between. We are pumping the crap out of those guns before we, before we end the workout here. But again, 3 total working sets of some dumbbell hammer curls. And then we did 3 working sets of the following exercise here, which you will see in just a moment. Again, really grind it out. Excuse me. These last couple reps. Again, dude, 60-second breaks on these and still keeping the weight pretty moderately heavy. Ooh, man, gets you going. Now we got some one-arm cable curls here. Now I have a couple different variations with these one-arm cable curls. This is probably my favorite. It's a low curl. I have a high variation of this curl as well. I do on, Thursdays? Yeah, Thursdays. So we're curling from the bottom. We have the pulley towards the bottom of the stack here. This one, again, I do keep the rep ranges, I would say, in that kind of moderate rep range, 8 to 12, 8 to 15 or so. I really like loading this one, man. Really a nice bicep thickness builder for sure. Again, keeping that elbow slightly behind the body in that starting position and then curling all the way up and having a brief hold at the top. I actually switched up the angle a little bit here to let you guys see the other arm curl. I feel like I always do my left arm with this one. So again, 3 working sets. Here we go. Pull a session in the books. Pun intended. Teacher thing. Yeah, you guys get it. Great workout, man. Awesome workout. Woo! Still a little out of breath. Literally just finished up my last set and had to shoot out of there, go hop right in the car. Got to get home so I can be home with my daughter for the day. My wife's got to leave for work in a few minutes, so I got to go. But awesome workout, man. Awesome workout. 20 out of 10. Mind-muscle connection was solid. If you guys watched my video yesterday, it was one of those workouts. It was a great workout. Like, strength was good. Everything was good. I just didn't, connect to it quite as much as I usually like to. Today was the polar opposite. Today not only was strength and all that stuff great, but at the same time, as far as connection goes, I was and zonked into that bad boy, man. Just like, whoosh. A lot of sound effects there. 4 or 5 different sound effects for you there. But awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Yeah, lats are blasted. Arms are pumped to the gills. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Anyways, join me tomorrow for an very early leg workout. Ooh, that's one of them. It's one of them workouts where it's like, man, rocking that out early in the morning is not my favorite thing in the world. But hey, you know what? We got to do what we got to do. So we will. Simple as that. Quads in the morning. Calves. A little bit of abs. We got to hit the road, head back home. So, got to love it. Going to be up nice and early. And go from there. So, thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Yeah. For today, though, I gotta let you go. And as a reminder, of course, I am the Natty teacher. And at least for today, summer school, is out. I'll catch y'all on the flippity flop.